Welcome back to A-Level 9626 IT paper. We're going to start to do paper 4 for advanced practical for March 2024. We're going to start with the first task, or beginning prior than that first task. We should be provided with these following source files. We need to create a folder that is called examination, and we need to put all of those works in this folder. Copy the source file into this folder. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's extract it. First, let me create it and paste the name. So what we need to do, we need to copy the source files, okay, into this folder. Main thing is, do not delete these files when submitting your work, so keep it as it is, and do not tidy the folder by deleting any specific task. So just keep it as it is. Whenever you need to add a new task or something, just keep adding. Do not ever try to delete anything. Okay, so you must use the most efficient method to solve each task. All work produced must be of a professional standard and contain your candidate details. So make sure your candidate numbers and center numbers and name is like included almost on all the papers. So okay, let me extract this one. Right click, show more option, extract it over here. Let me get back again to this one, extract it as well. And then I am going to copy the whole content from here and paste it into the examination file like this one. Okay, let's start with the first task. Task 1, open and examine the files 2021 order data, 2022 ordering data, and 2023 order data. There are 3 CSV files, so let's go and check them. These files contain details of cake sales to business customers of Lefan Bakery, or this is double L, so Lefan Bakery. Use these files to create a single spreadsheet named cake sales 2021 up to 2023, followed with your center number and candidate number. All right, first let's open those 3 files. Right click one thing, group by, and arrange it by the type. Let's check the first one. All right, you can see over here in 2021 we have order ID, customer ID, cakes shipped, revenue, cost to produce and ship, order date, the date shipped, and the order status. Since 2021 must be all of them has shipped. 2022, same over here, all of them have been shipped, and you can see the status. And then you have the same order ID, customer ID, cake ship, revenue, cost to produce and ship, order date, and the date shipped, and the shipping status or ordering status. The last one, 2023, as this is March paper, so let's see. So yeah, as I mentioned, so they're keeping some of them as still open, and the rest should be already shipped. You have the same order ID, customer ID, cakes shipped, revenue, the cost, the order, and the date and the status. Okay, so keep it open. What we need to do right now, we need to create a new spreadsheet file, and this time make sure you're creating it as an Excel S file because you have some graphs to create. So we're not going to make it as a CSV file. I'm going to copy this name. So right click, new, and go to spreadsheet file. I always lost this file, it's down here. So what we need to do, we're going to put all this, combine it into one single spreadsheet file, which is cake for this one. Okay, so let's start with 2021. Control Shift, right arrow and down arrow, and Control C, and paste it. I just want to make this into a yellow shadow. I want to differentiate between the 3 files. So that's the first one. We're already done. 2022. What I'm going to do, I'm going to keep the newest one at the top and then the old one bottom. So let me get back again to 2023 first. Control Shift, right arrow and bottom arrow. Control C. Okay. Instead of disturbing this, I will create a new one, paste it, then I'm going to get this one down. So Control Shift, right click, down arrow, Control C. This is 2021, so I will add it only at the end. So this is 2023. Let's add 2021 down here. 2022, we will add it right now. And get back again that 2021 over here. Okay, let me delete this one. Okay, so let's check it from the top. For 2023, you can see you have the order ID, customer ID, cakes shipped. So order ID will be all order ID, obviously. And then we have, or I can do freezing or so to compare it. So I'm just going to give it customer ID. They're all customer ID. You can see the whole column is the same. Cakes shipped, so it should be cakes shipped and cake shipped. The next one is revenue and cost to produce. So next one, revenue and cost to produce, and same for this one. Order date, date shipped, and order status. Order date, date shipped, and order status. And the last one, it should also be the same. Okay, so what I'm going to do, last thing, I should remove these headers, and the last one also for 2021, it needs to be removed. Okay, so we saved it. Control S and close the other files. We are not in need for them because we have already copied everything from there, not to make any mistake and start to work on the wrong file. So close everything and start in a neat and clean way. So remove the rows that contain greatest. So you're going to find those free shipping orders, which is greatest. Let's look for the greatest by filtering it. So I'm going to remove this one, and I'm going to add the filters over here. So you can just do the custom, no, better add the filter. And the greatest is usually you're going to find them in the customer, in the order ID. As you can see, this one. Oh, sorry, you're going to find it in the order customer ID, yes, over here. Okay, so we're going to remove this. To do this, let's go to the customer ID and let's go to text filter and does not contain. So I need the fields that do not contain the greatest cakes. Okay, click on OK. Okay, you can see here the rows have changed. That means some of them have been hidden. So if you scroll down, you're going to find some of them here. It jumped between 88 till 90 because it contained the greatest, and it should reduce actually the overall number. Okay, that's the first part. Second part, add these calculated columns, which is the profit per order. Okay, so you're going to see here, have a look at this. You're going to see it is different. We need to adjust it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the filter. Okay, so we need to work right now on this extracted files. To work on these extracted files, you can see here even there are some filters happening over here. You don't need to depend on this data. You just need to look to the how it looks like and the format. Okay, so we can do one thing. We can copy and paste this whole thing, so we will get only the filter data and paste it into here. So we can call this working on. So this will be we can call it cake sales. Later we will bring the final data to over there. Okay, I need to customize it to look like this. So what we can do, we need to wrap it. I'm going to make it with the borders, as you can see. And looks like it is wrapped. You can see here, so text should be wrapped. And make it into the center as it is over here. Okay, the other things, we need to add more columns, but first let's check these columns and then we will check this formatting over here. So add these calculated columns, the profit per order. Profit per order, it's supposed to be over here in G. So after F, we shouldn't actually stick to it, but it should be before the order date. I'm going to insert here one column. Okay, and we're going to put the profit per order. So profit per order, it's supposed to be the revenue minus the cost to produce and ship. So the revenue, which is this one, minus the cost to produce and ship. This will give us the profit per order, and then just replicate it. It should be added. Make sure it is replicated for all the lines. I think yeah, of course, did I remove the filter? Yep, I removed the filter. I think I need to keep back again the filter, because the filter was for the not to contain gratis. Yes, it has been removed. Okay, next point is the month of the order. So where's the month of the order? You can see over here is the month of the order. We can do the month of the order. It's supposed to be after the order date. So over here, right click, insert. Should be the month of the order. And it should get it from this order list. So we can use it by using, we can use, for example, text. Okay, and I can use the value month or the text month to get it from here. Okay, and how I want to format it, I want it to be in full month format, which should be M. 3 will give me only 3 letters. This way it should give me, okay, no, there is a mistake over here. This is starting with, so let me just try by using just this value without the month. So yeah, I'm getting it correctly right now. So yes, that's the way I want it. As you can see over here, let me replicate it. October correct, September correct, August, July, June, May, April, March, Feb, and January, December also. Okay, from all the previous years it's working correctly. What else? Okay, the number of days taken to ship the order, number of days over here, number of days to ship. So that will be date shipped minus the order date. Okay, so days to ship, I'm going to keep it at the end over here. Days to ship, no, it's, yeah, days to ship. So date shipped minus the order. So where's the date shipped? Over here. So there are some without, so I have to select this, minus the order date. Okay, I need to turn it into a general number, and I need also wait, we have another method also to use this. It is dated if. So dated if, which is the beginning. So the beginning should be, let me try it on an existing value. So dated if, it is with ed, and then the beginning day, comma, the ending day, and it should be shown in days, right? So should be like this. So it is giving me correctly, and yeah, make sure it is in general as well. Let me try it and let's check it. Oh, yeah, it's working. Great. The same value if we apply it also over here, so we're going to get an error because it's empty over here, and as you can see here, if it is empty, then it should not appear anything. So in this case, we can use one of those error catching methods. We can use if error, and then this is my value, and comma, in case it is error, just keep it empty. So it should work correctly like that. Okay, replicate it to all the values like you can see, and make sure it is working till the end. Okay, for the next one, okay, we're done. And right now let's to edit the format to look like this. We already done editing the format. We just need to make sure all the columns are added. So starting with the order date, and it needs to be center, as you can see. So I'm just going to make it into the center, all of it. Customer ID as well needs to be center. And here we have, you can notice that customer ID is only numbers, customer name is separated. So from year 12, we need to use some of the text manipulation functions. So what we're going to do, I'm going to add insert one column over here, and let's call it over here customer ID. Yeah, customer ID, that will be my main ID. Later I will delete this, or I will just hide it. So what we're going to do, we need to get the left part, right, of this function. So left from this text, how many of characters? Here we're going to use find function. So what I need to find in this text, I need to find the dash. So you can see over here within which text I need it inside this text. So that's enough. The last one not needed. Let's check it. So you can see it's working. If you replicate it, you're going to get it all the left value, including the dash. So I just need to minimize it, not to reach to the dash. You can do -1. It will stop till this dash. It will remove just the dash. One thing is, let me check. So is it the dash? And there is actually one space also. So what you can do, you can do -2 because it's keeping a space as well. Let me check. So till 5, till 3, 2, till 9, 8. Yeah, it's working. Okay. Another one, we're going to add another column, and this is going to be for the customer name. This one is center aligned. Okay. Customer name also supposed to be center aligned. Oh no, just left aligned. And we need to get the right part of these names. So again, we're going to use, because it's the right side, we're going to use the right function. I need to get it to the text. And here what we're going to get, we need to get the left value, right? Sorry, the right value, right? So we're going first to get the overall size of this, okay? And then we're going to extract the left part of it. We're going to use this same function that we did it here. To do so, we need to find the minus or the dash, okay, within this text, all right? So we're going to extract the left part, which is still the dash, and keep the length of the right side only. So can you see we go to the right side, but there is one space that is coming in the beginning. So to do so, we just need to subtract one more character, and you can see we're starting with the whatever is after this minus symbol. And here we got the customer name. And it is left aligned while the header is right aligned. Okay, for this one, just hide it, okay? Cakes shipped, it's supposed to be center. Revenue supposed to be with the pound and 2 decimal. You can see here they didn't mention to you anything, but you need to have a look at the format here and decide based on it. So you have the revenue and the cost supposed to be on, including profit. So 3 following columns: revenue, cost, and the profit. The headers are in the center, while this value is supposed to be to the right: pound, sterling pound, and 2 decimal places. Okay, so Control Shift right arrow. Why you're going too much there? Control Shift and down arrow, and then go over here and select currency. It's added as a sterling pound. If not, you just can go to the more details and make sure it is sterling pound, and make sure it is 2 decimal places. Okay. For me, I'm going just to keep it. Right click. There's another way I prefer this way, and 2 and sterling pound. Okay, if you choose from here, then it's not going to look like the sterling pound is going to change a little bit. See, it's going to be a bit far away. So I prefer by right clicking or whatever will match with my this format. For the order date, it's going to be all center. Month of the order. Quarter, we still didn't add a quarter. We're going to add the quarter, which is going to take the year, and then which quarter it is from this month. It's going to tell us actually over here how to do it, but it's also not too difficult. We can do it by using if functions, but actually they're suggesting us how to do it over here. They suggested us how to do it, but from the beginning, since when I worked this paper, I tried to do it with the if function and it worked. Or later when you will come across this question paper, you will find this is the function we used it later. So for me, I have used another function, and I will show it to you. So let me first add this, which is after the month of order. After here, so it should be in here. The name supposed to be just quarter, and try to stick to the naming because later it's going to be important. And okay, I will show you the formula I have used it. Let me just copy paste it to save time. And okay, you can see that's my formula. Let me explain it to you. So what I did over here, I've taken the format of the text, which is I have taken only the year from the order date, and I'm going to post it as it is. Okay, so here it comes 2023 from the order date. Okay, that's the one thing. Or sorry, I took it from I2, yes, from the order date. Okay, and then it was followed with and is a concatenation with space to give me space after 2023, and then I need the fourth part of this. So depending on the month, if it is the month from if the month is January, February, and March, then it's going, so if it is if, and I use or to connect between them, then it's going to write first quarter. And if it is April, May, June, second quarter, then July, August, September, third quarter, and if it is none of them, it's going to write the fourth quarter. This is the method I used it. And you can see, if we replicate it, it's going to give me the right one. Okay. April, and then March will be, and before March will be first quarter. So let's get back again to the question. So we need to, quarter is done. Date sheet supposed to be in the center as well. And then we have order status. And the last thing, we have the days to ship. Okay. Speaking about the days to ship, yeah, I forgot to complete the rest, right? It needs to show the word days. So it's just pretty simple. You just need to put the concatenation in it. So it needs to follow after the date over here. So after the date, we need to put and days space, and then put days. Okay, if you replicate it, it will appear. Make it to the center, and as you can see here, okay, Control S, save it. Let's move to the next point. Create a new worksheet in your workbook. Use this worksheet to display for the charts showing the total cake sold in each year. So we are going to right now create this in our same worksheet. So before I move, let's just copy these values. To do so, Control Shift, right arrow, bottom down arrow, Control C, and you can see it is up to 2,429. Let's paste it here, and it should only give us, expand it first. And it should not contain the greatest. Wait a bit, this I don't need it. There are some columns that we do not need them. First, let me check the rows. So it's less, which is because of the filtration of gratis. And then another thing, okay, column was hidden, it wasn't added. Alright, it's just correct. Let me have a look down here. Okay, down here I have some of them that's still having the dash. So let me see what I can do about this. Why they're still having the dash, let me have a look. Okay, I think because we did it -2. So let me see. I'm just going to make it -1. Let's replicate it. Let's see. Okay, I think it did not got replicated properly. That's why, because the -1 or -2 haven't been added. So it's just a replication issue. That's why when you replicate it, be careful how much you're to how further it goes. So let me just make it back again to 2, up to where, okay, you can see. Okay, I'm just going to do it manually. Mainly make sure it is correct. Yes, it is just going correct. Control Shift until the top. I'm going to copy this and paste it in customer. ID. All right. So the last one is 452584. Yes, it is correct. Okay. So we have the customer name as well. Let me just final compare with the question paper. Customer ID, name, okay, cakes shipped, revenue, cost, profit, order date, month, quarter, date shipped, order status, and days to ship. It is correct. So right now let's go and create a new worksheet, which is, just another extra sheet over here we're going to create, and we're going to work on this graph. So we're going to create some charts for the total cakes sold in each year. As you can see here, for the total cakes sold each year. To do so, for the total cakes sold each year, so I will go to this over here, Control Shift, and till the bottom, Control anymore. Just go to Insert and click on Pivot Chart. Click on a new, to be gone into a new worksheet. So it's going to add a new worksheet over here for you. And from here, we're going to start to create our pivot table or chart. So what I need the total cakes sold in each year. So we need the year, and we need the total cakes sold each year. So for that, we need the year. So just go and add the year. Okay. So we don't have the year over here. It's not going to be possible. So what we're going to need to add a year over here. So I'm just going to add a year over here, and we're going to get it from the order date. So, or you can get it from the quarter, anyway is fine. So I'm going to use text from this value, get the month, the year. All right, just format it the same way, and this I will just make it to the center, and okay. So based on it, right now I will create. I'm just going to delete this one and redo it again by selecting all of the current columns. Go to Insert, Pivot Chart, click on OK. Okay, add the year. That's the first thing. And we need the number of cakes that has been sold. So the number of the cakes has been sold. You can just get it. Have a look at it here. You're going to be able to get it by the cakes shipped. So go and click on cakes shipped. Okay. You can see you got quite similar to this value. But the thing is, in this value, it is increasing by 50,000. Okay. So, and here the value is starting from 0, ending up to how much is this? Yes, 5 lakh or 500,000, and increasing by 50,000 each time. So let's go over here, right click on this, format access, minimum from 0, maximum to 500,000, and the measure is supposed to be keep increasing by 50,000. Okay, so it is right now correct, and we have all the years, and we need to put the title, which needs to be the total cakes sold in each year. Okay, for the next one, it needs to be, so I'm just going to keep here for a while, and I need to remove the legend. I don't need the legend over here. And I'm going to remove from here the buttons as well. So hide all the field buttons on chart. Okay, we're going to keep it. Later we're going to copy and paste it into this main file later. The total revenue for each year, so it should look like this. So you have the year and how much is the revenue. To do so, again, So let me put also the name over here, total gigs. So this needs to be the total revenue. Let me make the name shorter. Let's go up here, control right bottom, go to insert, pivot. Total revenue for each year, that will be, click on OK. That will be the year for sure, and the revenue, okay? So if you had a look over here, the total revenue, it's supposed to be at least a number as mentioned here, and it should be also, a currency as well over here. Let's get back again here. Okay, we need to format this to be, or we just need to format this one to be a currency. Okay, so it will appear over here as well. It starts from 0, and there should be no decimal, so let me make it not to appear with a decimal. Okay, and starts from 0 up to then increase to 5,000, 500,000, and 1 million, and so on. Legend, I need to remove it, and the button as well, the value button, we need to hide all of them. All right, so that's the second value, and then we need to copy the name. Okay, for the next one, for working one, it was just for the working purpose, so we're depending on the cake sales right now. Control S, just not to lose anything, and then move to the next one. So we need to calculate the total profit for each year. Okay, we need to find the profit for this year's, for all of the years again. Insert, pivot, chart, click on OK. I need the years, I need the profit of the total profit, so the year. And the profit, let me have a look from here. The profit supposed to be the profit per order. We can select it. Okay, let's check it. Correct. Let me remove the legend. Okay, we need to format this profit to be in a pound. And we need the increment supposed to be by 20,000 each time. So is it 20,000? Yes, it is correct, 20,000. Up to this 1,200,000, so correct. Only left with the title. Let's remove this one as well. Let's hide it just and put the title as well here. The number of orders for each customer. The user must be able to select either 2021, 2022, or 3 for all the years. So we have the orders for each year, and depending on the year we select, it should be changing. Okay, let's go back again here. Select all of it, and then insert, pivot chart, add it into the new one. And from here we're going to choose, we will need to add, those are customers' names, and it needs to select the year as well. So let's add the year, and we need to add the customer name, which is supposed to be down over here. We need to add also a filter, this year is supposed to be actually over here to show it over here. And then we need to add as well a filter which should be according to the year. So you can drag it again and back again to the filter, and you can get the filter. Hide this if it is not needed, hide this value only, and go to here and hide this value. Okay, remove the legend, we don't need it. And here we go. Let's check it. So we need to add this label, select year, and it's the same will be orders for all years. We need to add the name. I cannot copy it, so I will just type it. Years over here, and then we need to add the label over here. Let me go back again to over here. We have a text box, and you can select the year. Okay, so let me see. Yes, okay, right now we need to work on selecting the year so the data is working correctly. The thing is, let's read the rest of the question. The title for a chart showing the number of orders for each customer must change to show the data selected. For example, if we're selecting this year, it should show that specific year. Okay, to do so, it's just pretty easy. What you're going to do is just, let me just move this a bit. We're going to put our data over here. So if we're going to say if it is 2021, then what to show? We need to show orders in 2021. If it is equal to 2022, then it's going to be orders 2022, and the last option supposed to be last option we're going to keep it orders for all years. So we're still going to put one more condition over here. If this is equal to 2023, then we're going to make it orders in 2023, and the last one is supposed to be orders for all years. Okay, so let's see if we're selecting 2021. Okay, I think the problem is, I know what's the problem. The problem, this is supposed to be in text, so I will add double quotation here. Okay, and if we selected 23, it's supposed to change to 23, 21, and if we selected all, it's supposed to all orders for all years. So just simply for the title, we're going to delete it all, and instead of it, we're going to put a formula over here, which will be equal to this one. So let me see again. It's working. It's working. Okay, so let's go for the next point. In the quarter column, the value, okay, right now we're going to change our function over here, or formula over here. In the quarter column over here, the value calculated by using this formula, so we need to amend it. So we're just going to copy the text over here and paste it over here. The function, and then we're going to replace the month, the date order, with this order date, and it's going to divide it by 3 to get the quarter, and round it up, it's going to give you the exact quarter. Okay, so we need to still follow it with the year in the beginning. and quarter at the end, but don't forget the TH and the QRT. So in order to do this, I cannot use the same. Let me think how I can do. So okay, I can use this whole result. Okay, so let's do, instead of adding another column and comparing, if it is 4, then make it TH, if it is 1, and make it ST. So I'm going to use this as a condition. Okay, so it will be followed with and do I need to create space after the number? Of course, no space over here, so just directly concatenation. And if this whole value is equal to 1, then it should show me 1 ST, and it should be followed with quarter. Okay, if not, then I am going wait a bit, double quotation, and then another if this whole value equal to 2, then it needs to show second quarter. If equal to 3, then show me third quarter. And if it is the last one, just if it is any other value, then show me fourth quarter. Okay, here it can be a bit of mess. So let me copy it and paste it over here to adjust the brackets that I have, and then if starts from here. Okay, so that's first part, and it should show so if it is if the first function, if it is 1, it should show the first quarter. The second one, if it is if it is 2, it should show the second quarter. Third one, and the last one. So that's going to be the closing of 1. Okay, that's correct. Let me check it again. Okay, it's just repeating the number because I already show it over here. So I'm going to remove this first one because I don't need it to be repeated again. Okay, so it's calculating and it is showing the results in itself as well. So what we need to do, we need also the beginning part as well here. We need to show the year. We're remaining only with the year. So to show the year, just go to the beginning part. We're using text, so it is from the month of the order, which is I2. I cannot select it now, and it needs to be in year format. Concatenation with spaces. Oh, sorry, it should be the year. And what did I select? Did I select the year? I select, it should be H2, not I2. Okie dokie, we got it. And here we go. So fourth quarter, third quarter starts from September, October, November, December. Fourth should be. And then August, September, and July 3rd. June supposed to be 2nd, May also, and April, and then the first supposed to be Feb, January, and March. Great. Okay, let's go to the next point. So insert a chart on your worksheet to display the sales per quarter. The user must be able to select the year 2001, 2002, and 2003, like that it should be showing. Okay, this is the end, and the chart must look like this one. So I need to show the years. Okay, and their quarters as well. And you can see even the customer names down here. So let's go to our, so we're going to select all and then going to insert, and make sure you're selecting from the final, always from the final one, not from the previous one. And then go to the pivot chart, add the new one. Let me take it to the last one always. And what we need, according to our question paper, we need the revenue, we need the year, quarter name, and the customer name. So let's add them. We need the customer name, revenue, the quarter, and the year. It will appear quite a lot because the previous one is filtered. As you can see, this is filtered, okay, but this one containing all the years and all the quarters. Let's remove the legend, and let's see what we need to do right now, what we need to adjust. We're going to do, so this is the sum, correct? It's the year, the customer name, and the quarter. And actually we don't need the year here anymore. We will just need the year. We don't need the year because the quarter already containing the year, it's visible in it. So I'm just going to remove it. Okay, that's, can you see? And right now we need two filters. We need the years filter and the quarters filter. So the years filter, I'm just going to drag it to over here, and it appeared. The quarters filter is already ticked. I cannot tick it again, so what I can do, I just can add it over here to appear, and then I should add, no, sorry, not this one. To make it appear, there is one way we can do it. We can take the date, the order date, put it over here in the series. Maximum is 200. Okay, so you can see you are going to get all the parts here. You got also quarters over here. Just remove them because we don't need them anymore. But they're going to be added over here. So drag the another quarter. You go to filters, quarter, and the year. Remove whatever is not needed. Oops, no. I just need to hide this specific value and this value also. I don't need any other values except those two filters. So let me remove as well this one. Okay, and let's check right now our filter. So this is filtered to 2nd, 2021. Okay, so it's showing. It needs to start from 0 and increment 5 million values each time up to 40 million. Okay, so that's, no, that I cannot depend on those values. So anyway, this I just need to format it, right click, and then let me check if it will appear. So I think probably I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to increase, but that's going to be really too much. This way it's already fine and adjusted by default. So let's put the name. Okay, if in case we selected, we need to adjust the names over here. The name will change according to here. So let me change the name. One thing is quarters. Okay, let's add this label as well. Select year and quarters. Okay, and right now we need to work on adjusting the names. So wait a bit, why the quarter is not showing over here? Where is it gone? I think I need to put it back again. Okay, here we go. Quarter is showing, and with the customer name. Okay. Right now I need to work on this. Whenever I change the name, so it changed also over here. So it needs just to appear with the year and the quarter. So again, I'm just going to do the year space with the quarter. Okay, no, that's not fully showing, so let me see. Okay, here is the fully showing. So instead of that, I'm going to change to be just visible from here. Actually, we can just put this value. Okay, so whenever we select any quarter, it will change the name as well, and it will also change the value. Okay, let's go to the next point. That's the end, but we still left with one point, which is combining them and making them all into one place over here. So let's go back again to our sheet over here, and then let's create this one. Will be, what will be the name of the last one? The last one, we got 4, right? Yes, that's the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's the 5th one. The 5th one should be this one, which will be all years and quarters. So I will just call it years, quarters. The last one, which should be our final sheet, it should look like this one. So I will call it Leifan or Leifan or Lefan Bakery. Same name will be just a title also over here. So I can see the title is like between 2 and 3. So I'm just going to merge it between 2 up to 4 and taking up to E column. And then followed with 2021 till, that is, at least I will keep a bit of gap, and then till M. It's black already, and they're both bold. I need to increase the size, and you can see there is a border around it, which is in white or gray color. I'm just going to add the border from the border here place. There is line color, going to use a bit of gray. Okay, and then we need to make it whole with a green color. That's, let me make it similar. Okay, that's fine, or I can just make it a bit lighter. Okay, that's okay. We need to start right now to bring our charts over here. So one by one in the order. Okay, so we got it all here, and you can see, make sure the labels also added, and whenever you copy paste, try to put the cursor in a new location and paste it. So let me have a look, final look over here, bit of adjustment, and hooray, we're done. That's the loss of the spreadsheet part. And okay, so it's matching this. Let me make it back again to all the years. Okay, all right, so that's the end of spreadsheet task, and see you in the next task. I will be doing animation, and you're going to find the link at the bottom in the description.